Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a makeup tutorial that is using only drugstore products and affordable products, and it's this beautiful golden bronze look. It's just something that I really wanted to do this summer because I don't know, I just love these kinds of looks and it's actually really easy to achieve. So if you do want to see how to achieve it, then just keep on watching this video. So the first thing that I'm actually going to be doing is priming my skin, and I am using the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Green Primer, and as you can see it looks kind of crazy, but this is going to be really good to cut down on any redness that I have just from acne scarring that I still suffer with, and I do still suffer with a couple of breakouts. So this is just to help cut down on that redness under my foundation. For my foundation I am using the NYX Total Control, and I've mixed together two colours to match my neck and just the rest of my body right now, and I'm using a kabuki brush to buff this in. This is a really full coverage foundation, but it actually feels really lightweight, so I actually think this is perfect for the summertime, just because the weather can be a little bit unbearable when it's so hot but you want to wear a full face. I actually think this is a really nice foundation for that. So at the moment we're going to move on to the eyeshadow and come back to the skin later. I'm going to first of all be applying concealer onto my lids, and this is going to act as our primer. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. As you guys know, this is one of my favorites. This is in a lighter shade than I usually use, just because I've actually lost my shade 20, which is my holy grail, but I can't find it. So this is in the shade 15, which is a little bit lighter than normal. So I'm just using my fingers to blend that in, and we're going in with the Revolution Soph. I think this is the second Sophie, oh my gosh, I'm so crap at explaining. Soph Does Nails on YouTube. This is her second collaboration with Revolution. So I'm actually going to be using those two shades that I pointed at. It was like an orangey shade and a warm brown mixed together for my first transition shade. So I'm using this blending brush just to buff this into the crease, and I'm actually going to be extending this out quite a lot. The kind of look that I wanted to go for was nice and extended but really soft and blurred out, because we just want it to look like a nice warmth around the eyes, and this is a look that will actually look good on so many different eye colors. I'm going to be mixing together these two shades just to darken up the crease a little bit, but nothing too crazy. It's actually not a really intricate look, which I actually love. Like I was saying, this would look great on people with green or blue eyes. Obviously I have brown eyes, but it still fits really nicely with my skin tone just because it's that nice golden shade, and even on deeper skin tones this would look insane as well. So I really feel like this look can suit a lot of different people in different ways. Then I'm mixing together these two gold shades from the palette and using this on the lid. Now as you can see, I'm kind of using it to create that crease which we've lost. So it's not a cut crease, but I'm kind of using that method just to make it look a little bit neater. But like I said, I'm not doing anything too intricate. We just want it to look structured, but not super structured like we are doing a cut crease. It just makes it look a little bit neater this way. And I'm also doing the same on the other eye as well. Now I love the golds in this palette. I think they would probably work better if they were wet, but I really wanted it to have a nice foiled look, so I went on top of this with the NYX Mochi palette, I think it's called, and I mixed together these two golden shades and just patted this on top of that, just because these eyeshadows, the formula is just crazy and it looks so foiled without needing to wet them. So I applied that on top and it just really gave it that nice foiled effect that I was looking for. So usually once I've finished my eyeshadow on the top lid, I like to go and apply my concealer, just because I would have had some fallout, and also just because this really helps to, I don't know, just like determine the shape that we're going to be using. But whilst I'm at it, I'm just going to finish off the rest of my skin so I can come back to the eyes afterwards. So I applied that same concealer we used as a primer as my concealer today, and I just used that same kabuki brush to buff it in to my skin. Nothing too crazy. This whole routine is actually really achievable and actually quite easy. And then I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Master Fix Loose Powder and just using this to set. I'm not going to be baking my skin just because I think this is the first time I'd ever used this powder and I wasn't sure how it would bake. So yeah, it seemed like quite a fine powder, so I don't know how it would work. And I'm being stupid because all I do is ever listen to music whilst I film. For my bronzer, I'm going to be taking this Rimmel bronzer, and I don't know why, but this wasn't really showing up too much on my skin. I think I'm not even that tanned right now, but maybe the foundation I used was just a little bit darker than normal. So it took a little bit of building up. I have used this bronzer before, but I don't know. it just took a little bit more building up than I remembered it being. So maybe next time I would probably use a little bit more of a bronzy, a darker bronzer, just because I wanted to go for a super bronzy look. But I still did achieve that. I just built this up and just took a little bit of time to make sure that it looked dark and bronzy. Then I used the NYX Born to Glow highlighter palette, and I used these shades to create this gorgeous golden glow on the tops of my cheekbones. Love it, gotta have that glow. I then went in with some brown and black eyeshadow from the Revolution palette, and I didn't want to go for eyeliner today just because, like I said, I wanted it to be really soft. I didn't want there to be any harsh lines in this look. I just wanted it to look really soft and a little bit smoky on the lash line. So using that brown, I just used it with a pencil brush and just kind of applied it in the way I would kind of apply eyeliner and extended it outwards. And then I went in with black on a little bit more of a flat brush, still kind of like a fluffy flat brush, and just buffed this onto the lash line because, like I said, I don't want it to look too dark and I also don't want it to look too harsh either. So once I've applied it with this brush, I actually went in with a really precise small pencil brush and just pushed that right next to the lash line so that when I apply my lashes, it just looks really nice and smoky, and there still is that darkness, but only on the lash line alone. So it's not just dark everywhere. Next, I'm going to be applying some mascara. This one is new and it's from Maybelline, and I'm just going to be applying this onto the top lashes to prep for my false lashes that I'm going to be applying. These lashes are not from the drugstore just because I didn't have any. I thought I did. I didn't have any that were drugstore, so these are actually from Backstage Beauty. I believe these are in the style Melrose Avenue, and these are nice because they're super voluminous but they're not really long. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but usually the lashes I tend to wear tend to be on the longer side, so it was really nice to have some like real voluminous lashes, but they didn't go up super high. But I kind of pressed them up so that they fit my eye a little bit better, just because I do find with really voluminous, I can't say that word, voluminous lashes, they kind of like are a little bit hard to bend, so I kind of just press them to my eye. And I had already done my eyebrows before I started filming, so I just wanted to clean it up again because I had already filled them and I'd done my foundation around it and everything. So I just took some concealer and went underneath just to make them look super clean. Next, I'm just going to be taking some eyeshadow, just a mixture of those first transition shades, and I applied them underneath my lash line, just because this is a really nice way just to finish off the look and to just make it look nice and balanced. And then I took this highlighter shade from that same highlighter palette and used that on the inner corner just to give it that nice little pop on the inner corner. I love it. And this is like a nice yellow gold shade and it's really bright, and I love when you have a bright inner corner. I just feel like it really makes your eyes pop. And I also applied this onto my brow bone too, and then I applied some mascara to finish off this eye look. You guys know the drill, it's time to take my hair down and do my lips. So I'm first of all going to be applying this lip liner from NYX, and it's one of their suede lip pencils. And I applied this all around the outer perimeter of my lips just to make them look fuller. As you guys know, I always overline. You don't have to do this, but I like it. So I just applied that all along the outside. And then I was actually quite confused with the lip color I was going to go for. I mixed together these two Maybelline lipsticks and I just didn't like it. Like, that was too peachy, and then I added another one and then it looked too Barbie pink. So I blotted off the excess and then I applied some NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in London on top. So I didn't totally start again and just apply this. It was kind of a mixture of all of them, and it came up with this nude peachy pink, so a mixture of all three came up to be this. And I know that's really annoying because it's not one lip color, but it looks really nice. And then I went on top of it with a gloss. This is one of the new plumping glosses from The Balm, and I do know that The Balm isn't in the drugstore for everyone, but it is in the UK, so I consider this drugstore, even though it is a little bit pricier. But this lip gloss is so pretty, so I really wanted to pop this on top to give it that nice glossy look. So guys, that's the end of this makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Click the bell so that you guys are notified when I upload. Be sure to subscribe to my vlog channel too, because I've been vlogging more lately and I am going to be vlogging more in the future. So be sure to subscribe to that channel too. I love you all so much. Thank you for all the support always and sticking through me being a little bit sporadic with my uploads, but I appreciate it so much, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye!